Yeah.
Okay. My name is Alina Bjerkli, and I'm 28 years old. And I was born with a muscular dystrophy called limb girdle that weakens all the muscles in my body. And I started playing the flute when I was 8, I think, which I did up until I was 22, 23, when I became too weak to hold the flute properly any longer. So I started playing electronic instruments.
So, and what is your main instrument now?
Well, Xbox controller, I suppose I could say.
And combined with which,
combined
which
with
softwares?
With E-Scape and Apollo, currently.
Could you try to explain the setup of your Xbox controller, what you've, for instance, the piece you've got now, which you composed yourself in E-Scape. Could you explain how you perform this piece with the Xbox controller and how it works with Apollo and E-Scape and Reason?
I can try. Where I've got the keys from the Xbox controller, mainly controlling MIDI notes, and in some cases volume controllers, variable controllers.
And what do the MIDI notes do?
The MIDI notes triggers tracks in E-Scape. So I can step forward and I can step backwards. And I can repeat. In addition, I have volume control on the joystick. I also have a MIDI note for switching tracks. Switch between the topmost 2 tracks. And I've got MIDI notes controlling the different tracks in E-Scape.
Can you show with the double bass how you trigger them? Because you play a duo with the cello, where you play the double bass part.
Well, the double bass is triggered the exact same way as the first track. So I've got the D-pad with volume on the thumb.
So that's where you can add expression to the double bass using the volume and the filter.
Yes. And I could connect it to any filter. Oh, well, yeah.
Can you show in Reason as well how you go into Reason and say something about what you've done to the instruments?
Oh dear, yeah. Well. It was like the easiest one to show, of course. Well, the double bass. I have simply added a filter that I controlled with the controllers on with the Xbox controller. In addition,
so you changed controller, and why? Why?
I changed controller because I've got this extra controller on this one.
Hand switch.
Yeah, because the Xbox controller, however nice it is, there is some traveling distance on the buttons. So if you're playing fast or close together, it becomes a bit slow.
Yeah, so you can play better legato with.
Yes, for instance, perform through preset segments. Though I often use segments that is 1 note per segment. But what that does is when I trigger it, it will play a set length or a set amount of notes. This piece though is played gated, which means that when I push down, it'll play, and when I let go it stops, which means I can myself decide the length of each note as I play it.
Okay.